Canada 5, Denmark 1. Canada moves to 3-0. Let's talk about it. I'm Owen from Owen Talk Sports. We'll go through the stats. Canada 38 shots, Denmark 16. Power play goals, no one scored one. Canada had one penalty, Denmark took two, and Canada had the face-off advantage. Canada's next game will be on Thursday against Norway at 10:20 Eastern. Go through the stats. Crosby, a 4-point effort for Sid the Kid. Definitely his best game so far. Looked incredible. Was everywhere. Porter Martone added a goal and assist. Continues to impress at these World Championships for a guy who's just, I think, 19 years old. Macklin Celebrini, another guy who's just 19 years old, adds 2 assists. Gabe Vilardi a goal. Denton Matejchuk a goal. Ryan O'Reilly a goal. Parker Witherspoon a goal. Robert Thomas also adds an assist. For Denmark, Nick Olsen there adds their goal, with Mikael Agard getting the assist. Nikolai Henriksen, 33 of 38 for an 868 save percentage. Jack Reeves stopped 15 of 16 for a 938. And Crosby and Henriksen got the player of the games respectively. Now, I'll be completely honest, didn't watch the first period. I was asleep. From what I was told, Canada were the better team in that period, had some nice chances, but Henriksen really kept them in. Other than that, not much to talk about in the first period. Second period, it was 0-0 after 2 periods, so no scoring in that second period. Canada, they started off strong in that second period in my eyes. I felt like they definitely could have scored a couple goals, but Henriksen, once again, incredible. They, in fact, did score a goal, but it was taken away because Porter Martone went offside. Would have been Crosby's 5th point of the game if it did stand. Denmark then got a power play, and I thought after that they looked pretty good. They were really threatening. They had a few chances to get themselves the lead in this game, and through 2 periods, it felt similar to last year's quarterfinal game. Canada, they were trying to make sure a rematch of what happened last year didn't go the same way, and they did in that third period. 5 goals to Denmark's 1 in the third period. Sidney Crosby, once again, incredible performance. Martone, nice easy tap in. Vilardi, nice little shot. Matejchuk came clean up aisle there. Ryan O'Reilly got a goal. Parker Witherspoon a late goal. And yeah, it was a low event game. I felt like not much for me to really talk about in this one. Again, Canada, I thought the third period dominated. Second period, I'd go, was pretty even. First period, couldn't tell you, but from what I was told, Canada were the better team. The player of the games went to Crosby and Henriksen there for Denmark. I'd probably agree. Crosby in that third period, 4 points, looked extremely good. Henriksen really kept Denmark in it and got Canada probably thinking, is this another upset against Denmark happening? But Canada shut it down the third period and absolutely blew Denmark out of the water. So Canada, they're 3-0 at the Worlds. They have Slovenia left, Slovakia, Norway, and Czechia. With how this tournament's gone so far, Norway and Slovenia should be wins. Czechia should probably be a win. Czechia haven't looked great. And then don't know about Slovakia, how they've been doing, but the path to 7-0 in the group stage is definitely there. I guess to add some more time to this video, we'll talk about the US game. I didn't watch it at all, but USA lost 6-1 to Finland. So, they beat us at the Olympics. They won this tournament last year. But like Canada, USA is probably in the area where you have to be winning every game. So for them to be struggling so far at 1-2, it's a nice sight to see. And yeah, I mean, Canada, they look good. They look like really steady. Jack Reeves got his second win of the tournament. With Cam Talbot getting a shutout, it did maybe wonder who's the starter at this tournament, but I'm sure they'll go with Jack Reeves. He's the younger guy. He was better in the regular season, and you want to probably have confidence in the guy now. We'll see who they start against Czechia. I think that'll be the real determining factor on who the starter for this tournament is. Yeah, Greaves got the Sweden game, and Talbot did get a shutout, but it was Italy, so a little, yes, shutout, but you can't really take it with a full grain of salt. And yeah, not much more to talk about. Again, Canada's next game, Thursday, May 21st. Should be a fun one. Hopefully Canada can move to 4-0 there. So far, I'm perfect on my predictions. Obviously, the score might be a little bit off. Almost got the Sweden one exactly right. Forget what I predicted for this game, but I know I did have Canada winning. I don't know how much. And yeah, the Italy one, I kind of oversold how many goals there will be in this tournament. Canada 5-1. Do not get upset by Denmark like they did last year and are currently 3-0. See you in the next one after Thursday's game against Norway.